Hello people, it is I, Shiva Wilson from LC UK, Legalise Cannabis, United Kingdom. And today I thought I'd do a bit of a ramble. So I just thought I'd go back to the old way I used to do things of doing one long form video per day. And I just thought I'd kind of talk off the top of my head about the subject, because I do think about it a lot. You know, I dream about this subject, in fact. So what have we got? So we've got some news about Slovenia and Switzerland and Poland and Germany. So Germany has got this compassionate access program for psilocybin starting up, which is cool. So that means that a few people, they say they're going to be expecting to treat around 50 people in the first year. 50 people will gain access to some form of psilocybin on this compassionate access program for treatment-resistant depression. And there was a little bit in the article I read about they may expand it to LSD for generalized anxiety disorder as well. So that's Germany. Yeah, and then we've got Poland, who are thinking of decriminalizing small amounts, I think. There wasn't much detail in the article that I read, but I read an article like a while ago saying that Poland was thinking of doing this, and I think it's like 25 grams per person or something they're decriminalizing, but I can't remember the facts off the top of my head. So that's there as well, something to be aware of in the background. Slovenia are going to move along towards legalization. They might need to, I can't even remember what it is. Slovenia are going towards legalization anyway, and Switzerland are also going towards legalization. So those are the 4 bits of news that are interesting to me at the moment. And the other thing is the Jeremy Corbyn party, the Your Party, that's coming up, which could be an interesting thing for the decriminalisation of pot, ganja, weed. Mr. Jeremy Corbyn is not averse to the idea of decriminalisation of weed. And apparently his son owns a CBD company. So there could be some positive movement if this party is successful, and if they then get into power, we might see something change there. So that's interesting news that's relevant to this, you know. So I was thinking a bit about that, and maybe that's some hope on the horizon. Your party could produce some results on this matter. So I was just talking about how plants are inanimate and they don't care whether they're legal or illegal. So I'll just get a plant here. This plant most definitely is completely legal, perfectly legal plant. There's no restrictions. It's not a controlled substance type of plant. It is just a plant. So this one does not care at all whether it's legal or illegal. It probably cares more about needing to be watered than it does about whether it's legal or illegal. The same with the cannabis plant. So I was just making a short about that. So the cannabis plant don't give a damn whether it's legal or illegal. So isn't it a bit kind of weird that, one, that it is designated as humans can't play around with it in this country. You're not allowed to mess around with it. You're not allowed to touch it. You're only allowed to grow it if you've got a special license from the government. So, you know, you have to do a lot of jumping through hoops to get that sorted out. Yeah, so cannabis doesn't care whether it's legal or illegal. So isn't it also a bit weird to kind of fight for its legalization? Just leave it alone, let it be what it is. And then I kind of realized, well, it's not really anything to do with the plant. It's to do with humans and human behavior towards the plant, or with the plant, around the plant. So it's the humans that have got the issue with the plant. Mainly the humans who are in our government have the issue with the plant. So just goes back to that. Well, we'll just have to convince the people in power that the plant has value to the average person of adult age, and it shouldn't be criminalized. People shouldn't be criminalized for using the plant because the plant has value, recreational value, you know, much more recreational value than alcohol, as opposed to its risks, or in conjunction with its risks. So cannabis is a lot less risky. You get more recreational benefit out of it over its risks than in alcohol, where in alcohol you've got like a lot more risks to health and harm to health, and the recreational value, you can only go to a certain point before you start overdosing on it. So, you know, the recreational value gets limited by death by alcohol. So there you go. That'll do, won't it? So keep calm and carry on. Yeah, the British way. So we've got to legalise it the British way, haven't we? What would that mean? How would it come served up by the government? The British legalisation. The Great British Legalisation. We're now the Great British Legalisation Army. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. I've been Shiva Wilson for LC UK and now GBLCA. Legalise cannabis. Good night.